everyone, and welcome back to NeoBurgh. Last time we set up our train lines up to Bawtry and Dover, and we can see that this line's already starting to get filled up. But that being said, we have a truck on its way back now, so we just need to keep an eye on how busy certain lines are getting. So adding more trucks onto the ones that are the busiest and making sure that they keep flowing. I also want to continue this road through. So if we did something like that going into there, then that line's probably going to change. And hopefully it will keep things quite well spread out there as well. So yeah, we have a fair few different options when it comes to putting more fuel into this line, but then again, I don't think it's necessary because this one is getting 100% of its oil come through, and yet is this getting everything that it needs? 93%, very almost. 2 may well do the trick there. And we could probably improve things by making it a little bit more direct of a road through, to be honest, if we really wanted to. But yeah, we created our train lines through, not these ones, sorry, these ones up here. We've got the Bawtry line and the Dover line, and those are now bringing up quite a lot of cargo, as we can see down here. Dover wants a lot of fuel, and that should be a lot more of an efficient way to bring it up here, hopefully. We just need to keep an eye on things and make sure that it is rolling through as it should be, because we don't want it to get stuck. There's going to be certain lines that are more popular than others, so we just have to keep that in mind. And we've also got these ones over here, which are quite busy. So we've got new trains coming on for those. It's just a case of they need to work their way through. And we also have, even the stone line for Kesgrave is getting quite busy. So I think what we'll do is we will swap these out for the BRs. In fact, let's make sure they're whitish grey, so then we know what they are. So we'll take that down to 215, and we will need to upgrade this side to make sure that these vehicles can go all the way in. We might have to extend this actually when we upgrade the bricks vehicles, just because they might be too short or too long for that particular platform. So we can see here we've got a lot of stone coming through, which is fine, we want that to come through. We just need to make sure that it is getting to where it needs to go. So hopefully this is going to fill up, and it has. Then we've got another train coming in, and I believe we may even have another train waiting there, so hopefully we'll have plenty of time for stuff to come through. But we just need to keep an eye on it all, make sure it's getting through where it can. Some of these are very busy. Dover fuel is really quite popular. So we might need to do something there to keep it flowing. Only 66% is getting to where it needs to go. What's the worst one? Winsford. Really? Huh. Maybe we need to do individual lines to the Winsford side. I don't know. Got a lot of food coming through this way now. So hopefully that will drop off and then I would imagine these will start to work their way through. Got a lot of goods going to Winsford, it looks like. A lot of goods. Wow. Yeah, maybe we need to do something to improve that connection in. But for now, I think what we should probably do, which we kind of owe to some of these, so if we ensure that the stone here is getting to where it needs to go, up here in Coulsdon, 100% of that's getting to where it needs to go, 0% is getting to Maplethorpe, 90% to Kesgrave. These seem to be just coming through now. These are not getting to where they need to go, which is a bit of a shame. How much? 75%. So if we put another 5 on, that should be enough then. Hopefully it's not a problem down here, although it may well be. We need to keep an eye on that, I think. Oh wow, only 40% of the plastic's getting to where it needs to go. That's not good. Let's bump those up, make sure that more is getting to where it needs to go. How about these? Supplies, 97%, 100%. If it's getting about 97%, maybe it just needs one more. And then that should be enough. So, how is this lot doing over here? That's actually coping quite well, surprisingly. This one, not so much. So this one's quite busy. This one's fairly busy. This one's quite busy on the end here. That one not so much. But hopefully having more vehicles come onto those lines should allow more of it to get to where it needs to go. And hopefully these numbers should be going up. So we should see Dover start to grow. Presuming it's coming through from down here. We may need to put another one of those on as well. Let's make sure that these are getting to where they need to go. Right, so hopefully these are... Alright, they're on their way back, so I would imagine this is going to start doing more bricks. Probably because it's going to get more of its supply through. Then Alford is its main one that it's having trouble getting to. It can send to Maplethorpe and Sutton. Southwold, Lowton. Huh. It's currently not though. Hopefully this will help, because we're getting a lot of stone onto these lines. And they should be able to go relatively fast. Going up to 99 miles an hour. So yeah, we'll need to keep an eye on that. So what I would like to do here is make some more use out of the stops that we've got here, and split out the Littlehampton drop-offs. So we can see that quite a lot of it is over on this side. So if we put a few in where we think they'll be quite poignant, I think down here, this is quite a good spot for one as well. And then we can alter this down. So we want it to go to, if we just pause it for a second, not there, there, and not there. And then we want to put a couple of other lines in. So if we did this one to number 4, and it can use number 3, no, sorry, number 5 as its additional, we want it to fill up, and we would like that to go to here. And then we want another line that goes on number 1 over here, can use number 2, comes down here. So then we need to get rid of these old stops, which are not getting any use anymore. And then if we split this one across those other lines, so if we put 3 onto line 1 and 3 onto line 2, and then we take that name and we put it onto these two. So if we just do 0, 0, because we don't know what number they will need to be, we might need to swap them up a little bit. So we've got 1, 2, 3. We don't have a number 4. So we can put this one down as a number 4. And then we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and no number 9. So we'll put this one on number 9. And while I like that they're green, we kind of have a green theme going on for Dover. So we'll go with like a pink colour. And if we go into here, we should be able to take those 3, make them pink. Those definitely stand out. And while we're at it, why don't we make these the e-trucks so that they use less emissions? And then hopefully Littlehampton's emissions will go way down and help us grow Littlehampton a little bit more. Do they really fill up on this side though? Do we want them waiting? These trains are so busy. Ah, we're waiting on 1 brick. Let's cut that down to 30 seconds to wait there. I'll tell you what we could really do with swapping these out for the BRs, maybe even the Euroduals. So how long can we make those? 334 meters. So let's see if that helps. We will have to extend this one on this side. So if we just delete the road out here a little bit. And then if we take that out, put this in, what we can do is, oh, we've got steps there. That's absolutely fine. Put a cargo building on the end. In fact, that's a bit silly looking. Just go with that. And then we can put the cargo platforms in, like so. Hopefully this should be plenty long enough. So if we do that out like this, keep that flat, have that come into there. And swap that round. Then hopefully when these vehicles come down here, they should be able to make it all the way through. We got a lot of bricks waiting. Hopefully they should go once these trucks move. We don't want that waiting for 3 minutes, we want it waiting for like 30 seconds. That is a lot of goods. It's pretty crazy, really. How's Winsford doing with all of its stuff? It could do better. How is this doing with all of its supplies? Only 80% from over here. Let's bump that up. I also think that plastic should be probably like a pinkish colour. Because that matches the icon then. A pinkish purplish colour. How's this doing? Supplies, 72%. 71 from over here. Is it this boat's not bringing it over, or is it this side? We need more vehicles on this line, I think. So if we up that, we should hopefully get some more. We do have a plastic factory down here. Shildon is not getting any of its goods, and neither is either of these. Oh, St. Justin Penwith is getting fuel. Okay. We just need it to ship to more places. Knaresborough could use some fuel. Southwold. Well, Southwold is getting fuel. That's the only thing. Is this gonna stuff through? Not from there and there. Is this the same line? Yes. Let's double that. Is this going through though? Yep. And yep. I mean, if that's only getting 50% from two of its things, then this will probably need more vehicles on it. Ah, I didn't realise that this split. So what we can do is do a drop off either side here. And hopefully that will speed these up. Tiny amount. we are getting more steel through, so hopefully these new vehicles will help. We'll keep that moving. Hopefully these will start to bring more through. And then we've got stuff like food, bricks, goods that need to come through. In fact, food is coming through. Food's coming through from NeoBurgh. Wow, all that way? That's pretty crazy. Meanwhile, it's saying that Horsham isn't actually delivering, even though it is. It's probably just this broken for some reason. Or maybe it would rather go on the other lines. I mean, we could just upgrade these two here, so that they will take anything. So we alter this a little bit so that it takes anything, and then hopefully it'll be more spread out then going forward. Oh no, this tools factory is going. Can we save it all? I think the nearest... Yeah, the nearest sawmill's over here. Yeah, I don't think there's much we can do about that. That being said, we've got a sawmill over here. We would have to do like a road line through. That's the only problem. How much time do we have on this? 142 days. I don't think we'd be able to save it. It might end up being a little bit like this down here. Kind of a pointless thing. That being said, we could do a road through here. But yeah, sod it. Let's try and save it. Don't know whether we can, but we can try. So we do an exit on this side. Do a connection. Do a right through. fact, there's a tools factory right here as well, which makes me question why we're worrying about that one so much. Although tools may be a really good one to try and bump up a little bit, because to be honest with you, this is quite busy. There's a lot of tools going to Alfred and hardly getting through. Probably because of this mostly. Let's double that up. Keep this moving. I think we need to improve the cargo stops for Alfred really, and that should help. But for now, if we try and keep this cargo flowing, so what we would need to do, if we connect this road in here, and then hopefully they can come down that way. We would want to be picking up and going the other way. And we'd also want this to be picking up here. We don't need it to be quite as large. Right, so we'd want a drop-off point here. And a drop-off point down here as well. So we would be doing a line that goes here, fills up on planks, goes through here, dropping off there, and then picking up, after that one, picking up on number 2, and then it comes back through, goes to number 1 and 2, drops off logs, picks up planks, and then drops them off down here. And that should be quite a nice little way through for that line. So we'll call that one cargo road, not toad, road, logs and planks. Helps if I can type number something down at, let's call it Southwold. So what number is that then? Number 3? There we go. Where's this one? Coulsdon. Right, so we just need to get some vehicles on that. Put some of these on there. These should do a good job at transporting those. And then if we just pick up tools here and bring them over to this point, they can then be taken back through on this train line. So at Southwold, yeah, they can pick up tools. Jolly good. So that would make extra use of that here. There we go. We just need to knock one of those off. And then we can drop that off at the same spot. And that'll be a nice little tools line then. Don't know what number this would be. Probably there's a few of those, maybe two tools lines. This would be Southwold again. Oh, actually no, there's like only 3. Okay, let's update that to number 2 and update that to number 1. We need that to be that fluorescent blue. And then we'll put, might as well just put a couple of E-trucks on it so that it doesn't affect the emissions over here. We'll even colour those blue. There we go. So that should now bring through more tools for here. Even though we already have probably more than enough from here. How's this doing? It's getting 100% through. Is it only actually sending 300 and something? Should be sending way more. And to be honest, this line could incorporate the one over here. It doesn't need the boat at this point. But anyway, it's a bit of a shame over here actually. We have an oil refinery, plastic plant and goods factory, but we don't have any crude oil. We'd have to ship it in. So maybe that could be something that we do. Got a stone thingamabob here though. So we definitely want that to survive. If we set up a little drop-off point on the side here. potentially we could bring it over via train, maybe. I mean, this one's already connected here, so we could literally have it bring it down to this point. And then maybe if we had another stop on this side that connected in, that could come through and drop it off down here. It's a bit of a lengthy line there, but we need to save this as well. Potentially what we could do here is have this come through and connect in there. So we'd be doing drop-off points there. Then we've got coal mine up here. Which we would also want to be connecting up. Oh, maybe not quite like that. Okay. So if we allow these to fill there, drop off there, pick up here, and then go back through that way, we could potentially set up road lines for the time being down here. We have the road routes through, so may as well use them. We just need to... Oh, we have a whole load of grain vehicles, so that's already ready for that, which is nice. Cargo, road, coal, and ore, number something. And this is NeoBurgh. When we have the line coming down here, we could potentially set up a line to bring down fuel, and then that would also be able to go over to Tolor. Possibly, because it already goes down to here. So in fact, if we literally just put a Eurodual with on it. I mean, that's a lot of tank cars. So maybe not quite that many. Let's do a BR with tank cars. Onto that line. And then we can do filling up there. Yep. So then these ones would need to be these trucks which take anything. And hopefully we can actually bring down some fuel for NeoBurgh as well. Probably put in another stop. There we go. Right, cool. So that's all set up there. We do need to bring down crude oil though for the oil refinery. But we could do that with a line that works here. Where is that crude oil? There's some crude oil there. Crude oil there. We've got the crude oil over here that we wanted to use for fuel lines potentially. So I don't necessarily think we want to mess with that too much. Is there crude oil? Aha. There's one here. So if we brought that over, we could then take crude oil up, drop it off, pick it up there, pick it up from here, drop it off there, pick up oil, drop it off there, do a little line there. Do we have another crude oil that we're not using? That one, potentially? Could be a good option. The only problem is we aren't actually, we don't have trains on this one to do that. Let's just take off the different names for these. And let's face it, this one's going down to Southwold now, so we might as well rename it to Southwold. So if we picked up crude oil here, dropped it off here, and then we have one train that goes up and come back down, that could be a very good option. In fact, we may be able to get away with just putting a couple of large buildings there. We don't need to do a train line here. We just need to try and connect that in. Oh, these don't connect. That's a pain. Right, so that connects there. So if we put in a stop here, we can then have this do a similar thing. So we'll do a line here. That drops off there. We may need a few tankers. We'll go with 5 for now. I don't know how many we'll actually need. I don't think we'll need 10, but we may need a few more. So that one will drop off there. We just then need to put trains on this line that can actually pick up the crude oil then. So we have one here for NeoBurgh and one here for Southwold. So that should then bring the oil through down to here. We just need to do something with it when it comes down here and drop off over here. So we don't want to lose any cargo here, so we'll make sure that they don't. Exit into there. Connect there. So we would need a line here that picks up crude oil. Comes down here. Drops off that crude oil and picks up oil. And then drops off oil up here. Like so. While we're at it, we might as well connect in these sides. don't need it to be so long. That's a bit annoying. Let's just upgrade the road. And then try and upgrade this road as well. Right. If we connect in this here. We can do. We could potentially do a connection through like that. So going to 1 and 2, filling up. Coming down here. Coming back through to here. Going to 1 and 2, filling up. And then that will go round and round. Nice. Get some more of these. Don't need too many to begin with. Steel would be going down to here. Goods would be coming back. Plastic would also be coming down from here. So we would need a connection here. Put a couple of these on. Put that in that way. And then we can put in a connection here. Possibly. Something like that. Right, so This is getting stuff from these two. This should start getting stuff from here. And we have this line, which we haven't actually put any trucks on, which would help. It's kind of essential. So we'll do that. And what we'll do is we'll put these onto this line. So I think what we'll do is we'll drop them onto this train line, the goods, and then they can be taken back through. So we'll use the same line that takes the steel and plastic and then hopefully that line will do quite well. So it'll be picking up here. We don't want it to necessarily fill up, and then it'll be dropping off and going back through to here, where it will be picking up goods. So this one would be steel. That one would be goods. This one would be plastic. This one would be plastic. Then it'll go around like so. Maybe we want the... So after number 1, it goes down to here. Maybe we want to move that actually. So instead of it doing it there, we could just take that one off. Then have it something like this. So after picking up the plastic, it drops off the plastic, picks up the goods, and then drops off the goods. Then hopefully that line will make good use of all 3 product types coming through. Hopefully we should start to see some fuel and crude oil come through. Does this have crude oil on it? No. No. This is definitely going to pick up. Ooh. Hold on. No, it's not. So it will there. It will there. Okay. Wait, don't we want it to drop off goods potentially and food? and machines, if it can. What's that all about? So you don't want to pick up crude oil going through to here, but you do here. Yeah, that seems about right. Cool. So we just need to wait for that to actually start to make its way through with crude oil. This should start to be shipping. And so should this. Yep, here's one with some actual planks on it, so that's going well. Are these not filling up? They are filling up. Where are they? They're on their way through. I just noticed this is like a little bit funky. Like, what's going on here? Let's try that. It's a little bit of a smoother curve then. Hopefully, this should start to take off now. We've already got some tools over here. So these would be the first ones that have come through, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Awesome. There we go. And hopefully we will start to get... Oh. Why are we getting supplies from over here? Hold on a second. We don't want that. How is that happening? What? Are they somehow coming through here? We literally just want plastic. We don't want anything else. Thanks, but no thanks. I'm glad I checked that now. We also need a whole load more vehicles on this. Probably like... maybe just 2 would do. Let's keep an eye on it though. Over here, steel. It's doing alright. Supplies. Not too bad. Can maybe do with a couple more on this. Sweet. That should be pretty decent now, I reckon. How are things doing down here? Oh, wow. These are busy. Let's bump those up to 10. Let's bump these up to 10. And similarly, let's bump these all up to 10. Try and keep these moving. Ironically, this one with 6 vehicles is perfectly fine. So that's alright. just need to go through these and make sure that they're not waiting too long. So like 30 seconds should be enough, because I don't think we'll have a shipment of whatever it's waiting for within the next 30 seconds. And there's a range of different things that it could be taking. So 30 seconds is more than enough. There we go. How's Dover doing? It's actually growing. That's pretty crazy. We've got to go through and take out those old stops. So that one's being used. This one is not being used. This one? Nope. And this one's being used. I would have thought there'd be another one that we missed. That one not being used. There's a lot of traffic here. Wow, there's a lot of traffic here. Why is this not on a traffic light? I would have thought we would have put that on traffic lights, to be fair. Although, maybe it doesn't need it. Got a lot of traffic here. If we upgrade this part of the road, so it's got 3 lanes, then it's almost got a lane to go every single way. Because this is causing a bit of a backup. In fact, let's upgrade this entire section to 3 lanes. Should probably upgrade this road as well, to be fair. Okay, this is just not moving now. I think it might be this one, you know? Why are they all stopping here? What are you stopping for? Maybe we need this road to be upgraded while we're at it. Considering it's quite a busy way through. Annoyingly, we can't do this bit because of this here. But we can move it over slightly and then it will. Let's just double check that can be the large road if we really want it to be. And it can. So upgrade that bit. And then we don't want this going off this way. Okay. Bit annoying, we do didn't necessarily want it to do that, but hey ho. Right. Hopefully, considering we've upgraded that a fair bit. Oh wow, we have stuff that won't actually reach these, which is a bit of a pain. But we can always just put in a stop here and then put in another one here. I'm gonna sneeze. Bless me, sorry. So if we bring that down here, then hopefully that will do a decent job actually of bringing down the additional stuff. This one would be number 25. My goodness, we have a lot of stuff to go up to Dover. A lot of fuel. Along with a whole load of things to go up to Portree. I feel like it'd probably be worthwhile possibly swapping this out for one of these. We don't want to take it past the 300 meter point. Then hopefully this will start to put a dent in that. So it's taking 240 odd a time now. Alfred just really wants bricks. I'm hopeful that this will start to take a decent amount of stuff through if it starts building out this way. Hey, look at that, the traffic's come way down. That's good. It may be partly because we put a alternate way through that's quite fast. But that's good, it's working fairly well. which is nice. And it looks like each lane is going in one direction, which is rare. Quite nice to see as well. Cool. Got this road through here, which is quite main as well. It's quite a main road. Strange. That should be going relatively straight. Ah, there it is. It's clicking in there. So I don't think this would need traffic lights, but we may need to keep an eye on it. These don't anymore. That definitely doesn't. Oh, and these don't down here. Just take them out. Same over here. In fact, maybe where the main roads cross. But not for these. If anything, it just slows them down. Rather than helping. How are these lines actually doing? Are they taking many people? Not too many. The numbers are actually coming way down for destinations, which is a little bit odd. I wonder why that's the case. It might be because we just upgraded the road and that's taken down a little bit, possibly, of the population, but it should go up with time. Cool. These seem to be working quite well. We just need to make sure all of what's down here is getting to where it needs to go. I tell you what, that Bawtry line is going to be quite busy. So hopefully it keeps moving and coming down. How's Bawtry doing over here actually? Let's make sure that these are coping. And also that these are not waiting too long. It's really bizarre. It looks like it's all going on this line, which just goes in here. Wonder why it's not coming down here and what have you. Maybe it's just going to take a little bit of time to get down that way. You never know. So these ones, for example, which really needs machines. Huh. Why is that not... Oh, hang on, we have the Bawtry lines already there. Right, get rid of these. Thank you for your service. You have done well. And then we just need to keep an eye on the Burgh Marsh lines. Hopefully they're going to do alright. And then it should all be going on this train. Backwards and forwards. Burgh Marsh is a beast. But we need more machines. We definitely need more machines. Yes. Yes, we do. Ooh! That could do with some more. Let's make these fill up, but only wait for 30 seconds. Seconds. This looks like a bit of a nightmare. Potentially what we should do is move this. Yeah, this has totally got stuck, hasn't it? Right, there we go. Stone and bricks to Coulsdon line. It's quite busy. We could do with a lot more stone coming down. How's things over here doing? They're starting to come through. Probably bottlenecked by this a little bit. So we got 51% coming from there, 70% coming from there. It's probably partly due to only having one train on this. Let's pop a couple on there. Maybe partly to do with this as well. Pop a couple on there. Can these not take fuel? No, they can't. So what we need is maybe we need to change them up actually. Change these ones to these tugboats. Change these ones to these tugboats. Let's see if that helps. Because now we should be able to take fuel and what have you. Oh, are they waiting to fill up here? Yeah, we don't want that. To be honest, we don't want those ones to wait. Maybe we could do a separate line for those. Or we could just not have them wait. Keep things flowing. That may do a world of good. In fact, let's not have them fill up. Let's have them use any of these docks, just to keep them moving a little bit faster. As they're doing down here. And then we may start to see these going out to like NeoBurgh. We could take fuel through from here, couldn't we? There we go. Pick up and drop off fuel. In fact, do the same here. Pick up and drop off fuel. I don't know whether that will stretch up here. It won't quite. These have a lot of crude oil to pick up. Looks like these trucks are coping a little bit. Quite well. We're not sending to Swindon. Swindon? Let's swap those out. Let's just take off the bricks. And let's allow that to take anything and everything. And drop off anything and everything. So, where else in Swindon are things needed? Over here. So possibly we need to allow that to go through like so. Probably the same with Coulsdon. We could probably take up a whole load of things to Coulsdon that we currently aren't. So why don't we swap those out? We'll use the larger trucks though for Coulsdon, considering it's got quite a lot further to go, and then allow it to pick up anything and drop off anything. And it probably wants to drop off to other places rather than just there. In fact, it would be nice if it could drop off to places that aren't the main road. So, this line, instead of going there, go here, here, and here. It's quite similar with this one, because I'm sure that's doing quite a lot of the fuel, but surely we want to cover more areas. In fact, let's go this way round. There we go. And then we only have these dropping off here, which will really help the main road through then. And now Coulsdon could be getting all these other things, including goods, which will be good for Coulsdon. Oh, that line actually goes up this way. That's interesting. So it sort of cuts off the corner. Cool. Truth be told, Coulsdon wants a fair few different things. So we need to keep an eye on that. We need to keep an eye on these as well. Everything's consumers. This is only getting so much. Let's up that line. Awesome. We really need to get machines set up as well. But I think that can wait, quite frankly. We've done so much with this. Is it just not picking up here? Shoulder number 2. Yeah, it should be. Maybe we're just waiting for a train to come through that's actually able to pick up. Winsford wants more vehicles, really. I don't quite understand it. So many. Right, so this has a decent amount of capacity. Hopefully, we can actually start to pick up down here. We might need to enlarge this one, to be fair, because it's got a fair few things going on either side. Look, we've got trains waiting to come through, which is pretty bananas, really. Oh my goodness, look at that. We have so much stuff to go through this one area. Can we make sure that they at least do like 10 seconds to make sure that they're filling up? Because some of these are leaving with hardly anything on them. There we go, that seems to have done the trick. And this boat line's really busy now as well. Let's just double it up, because it's going to be busy down here as well. This is busy. It's pretty crazy, really. Just how much is waiting to come through. What one aren't you sending to? What? How are you not sending to this one? Oh! Crudola. Somehow that's not coming up here. Right, we have to redraw this then. Because that must be... coming through to here. That's a bit annoying. How come that stopped connecting then? And what can we do about that? What indeed? Maybe if we draw this from here instead. No. How come it was connecting before, but now it's not? Is it just because we've redrawn the road or something? That might be it, actually. What could we do? We could potentially move, do something like this. This may look silly, but it might just work. Too much slope. Yeah, I sorted it. It's a bit silly, but at least it works now. Oh. What on earth is it trying to do? Right, so that now connects up to here, which means we can start to get stone back out here. This has been broken for quite a few years. Unfortunately. So we'll just have to see how things go. We've got too much of this. don't know what we can do to help that one. To be honest, I think we need to take this off of the main road. That's the only thing. Maybe the double traffic lights aren't helping. Oh, we've got traffic lights all the way through here, haven't we? Why it does this? That Coulsdon line could use some of those. This Swindon line could do a lot. So let's see how that does. Hopefully it will help keep things moving. You never know. Oh, we need to move that further down here because we're not getting food over to these cities. Hold on. Let's spread them out a little bit. In fact, we could even have a direct road through here. So this would almost be just the drop-off area. Of course, we don't want traffic lights there. Annoyingly, we can't turn them off here. But that may help. a little bit. Are they all going on the other one now? Yeah. So we need to spread them out. In fact, we could put a couple of stops here and then spread this out even further. Have that one go there rather than here. These are coming through with nothing on, which is a little bit odd. Wonder why that's the case. Blimey, this had 2,955 things unloaded. That's pretty bananas. Shorten, hopefully, should be growing now that it's actually getting a lot more stuff come through. So many ka-ching noises. Ka-ching, 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 ka-ching. They still aren't getting through to where they need to go. Which is frustrating because these just need to drop off. I'm not too sure what we can do to speed this up. It's causing problems for a fair bit of traffic down here. Which is quite sad, really. So, where do the logs actually go? The logs go over to Burgh-le-Marsh, don't they? So, in some ways, we don't need it to drop off this side. It could drop off on the other side, for argument's sake. Ah, but we can't put steps on that side. That's annoying. What else can we do? just need to wait a lot less time. As do these. Take them down to 60 seconds. I mean, that line's going straight through Hampton, which is not necessarily what we want it to. Because it's going to be adding emissions. Okay. Cool. Well, I think, unfortunately, there's not much more we can do there. We could potentially have a road on the other side, but then that would only be for the logs. It might be worth giving that a shot. Because then, hopefully, because it's not in the same area, it might help. That being said, now the other vehicles are coming down this way. So, who knows? I don't know. At this point, who knows? But that might be better for the food vehicles, at least. They're coming through here. What we could do is push them further up and down as well. Hopefully that will help. But yeah, we've got so much going through these ports. It's pretty crazy, really. We've still got quite a lot on this one. Even though we've put... how many vehicles on it? 25? 20? Let's put another 5 on. Why not? I think they might be just coming down full. That might be the issue. But yeah, we need to keep an eye on it. We do have fuel coming through here now, which is pretty big because before it wasn't. So that's going up to NeoBurgh. Hopefully NeoBurgh will be growing with fuel soon. We haven't named this. Cargo, road, crude, and oil. Number something, up by NeoBurgh. There we go. What line number is this even? So, crude... Oh. There we go. Crude and oil number 3. And this one's number 2. And then I'm guessing we have a few other lines here that we haven't... Oh no, we named that one. We didn't name the other one. Now we kind of have. Number 7 and 8. Number 7. number 8. Let's colour these orange. Nice. Hopefully we can bump these up. So this one's getting 60% with about 6 vehicles. And these other ones are getting about 30% with 5 vehicles. Not that one, that one. So let's bump it up to say 20. Should start to do it, but I think it's going to need a bit more. And we'll see how this goes. Hopefully we should start to see goods going that way. And truth be told, we can swap this over to this line and then get rid of that line and just pick up the logs on the way back. So where we're dropping off here, we'll just come over the river, pick up logs from here, and drop them off on the way through. So here, drop off the logs here. Yeah, that should be good. Cool. Hopefully that will make some more money off of that line as well. So yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it there with this one. Oh wow, why is there so many waiting to go through? Is it because we just put a load of vehicles on that line? And for some reason they're waiting. Don't know why they're waiting, but they're waiting. NeoBurgh. There we go. So let's keep an eye on those because those should be going through. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there. I think we've done so much in this episode. So I'm sorry it's a long one, but it should mean that hopefully these starts can get some more come through. We're also going to be getting more come through that way through this line when these start to actually bring through some crude oil. It should be pretty crazy, really. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, have a good one. Goodbye.